everyone, and welcome back to Golden Dragon Games. I'm your host, Rocky. Today's video is episode 27 of my Kamen Rider Build Toy Review series. And in today's episode, we will be reviewing the DX Genius Full Bottle, which allows Kamen Rider Build to achieve his final form, being his Genius form. So, before we take a look at the Genius Full Bottle, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Okay, so, as you can see, on the front of the box we have a picture of the DX Genius Full Bottle, along with Kamen Rider Build's Genius form, which I must admit, when I first saw the Genius form, I wasn't sure what to think of it, because it looked a bit messy, but I have to say the design of his final form has grown on me, and I think it's quite cool now. So, on the side of the box, we have a continuation of the picture of Build's Genius form, along with the Genius Full Bottle once again. And then, on the back of the box, we just have the instructions of how the Genius Full Bottle works with the Build driver. Then, on the top of the box, we have another picture of the Genius Full Bottle itself. And then, on this top flap of the box, we have another picture of the Genius Full Bottle and some other product placements for Kamen Rider Build toys. And then, on this side of the box, we have another picture of Kamen Rider Build's Genius form, the Genius Full Bottle, and then, on the bottom of the box, we just have some obligatory writing that I cannot read. So, that is the packaging. So, next up, we'll take a look at the actual full bottle itself. So, I'll be back in a second. Okay everyone, I'm back, and here is the DX Genius Full Bottle itself. So, as you can see, the Genius Full Bottle is definitely not your traditional full bottle, because normal full bottles are sort of half the size, and also they only take up one slot in the Build driver, but the Genius Full Bottle, like some other of the miscellaneous / special full bottles, takes up both slots in the Build driver. So, on the front of the Genius Full Bottle, you can see a lot of moulded detailing throughout, and we have this sort of trans-clear yellowish gold plastic. We also have some trans-clear dark blue plastic. We also have this reflective mirror piece as well, and also you can see me and the camera in the front of the Genius Full Bottle. Hello. Also, I'm not sure if you can quite see it, but there is the printed Build logo actually on the inside of the full bottle. Also, you can see we have some silver detailing as well, and another moulded Build logo, a bit more silver here. And then, on the side of the Genius Full Bottle, we have a bit more moulded detailing. And then, on the back of the Genius Full Bottle, we have the speaker right here, the two rails for the Build driver to read all the sound effects from. Also, we have the battery compartment right here. This comes with batteries already included, being the 3 small round circle batteries. And then, if we look at this side of the Genius Full Bottle, we have the QR code right here. And then also we have a bit more moulded detailing. And then on the bottom of the Genius Full Bottle, we have the Build logo moulded in once again, with a bit more moulded detailing. And we have quite a variety of colours here, from reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples. Also we have some matte black here and some more of the trans-clear yellowish gold plastic. And then on the top of the full bottle we have a bit more moulded detailing as well. Also, this is, because it's sort of a miscellaneous special full bottle, this does actually have some sound effects on its own. So this is the button to activate the sound effects right there. Also, we have a reset button to reset all of the sound effects. And then also we have the cap, which of course has the twisting 360 cap gimmick, and also we have the build logo on the Genius Full Bottle with some like rainbow background behind it. But now that I have shown you just the Genius Full Bottle on its own, I will be quiet so you can hear the sound effects that it has to offer on its own. Okay, that second sound effect, also I forgot to mention before I was quiet so you could hear the sound effects, I am actually able to translate some of the catchphrases that the Genius Full Bottle says, but unfortunately I'm not able to translate all of them. But anyway, that second sound effect you just heard is one of Kamen Rider Build's sort of catchphrases that he says a lot of times before he henshins, and what it translates to in English is, "Let's begin the experiment." And I actually almost forgot what it translated to in English then. But anyway. That next sound effect, which is his actual catchphrase that he uses basically nearly all the time after he henshins, means "I'm pretty sure I've got the winning formula, but I'm not 100% sure on that translation." Oh, also, the word henshin, for anybody who's new to Kamen Rider and who didn't know what it meant, basically, henshin translates to transform in English. Yeah, the word transform in Japanese definitely sounds much cooler. But anyway, on to the next sound effect. Build up just means what it says because it's said in English. Also, he uses that catchphrase normally when he's changing form just on the fly in the middle of battle, like he's in one form, like say Rabbit Tank, and then he decides to change to Nin comic form. He says, "Build up." That last sound effect, I have no clue what it translates to in English, unfortunately. Also, that last sound effect, there is a slightly different variant of that last sound effect, but it is randomized, so I would have to loop through all the sound effects again, and that would possibly take me quite a while, so I won't be showing that variant of the last sound effect, which isn't a huge difference, it's just a bit of a difference in Kamen Rider Build's sort of tone of voice, basically. But anyway, now we have listened to basically all the sound effects the Genius Full Bottle has to offer on its own. We will listen to the sound effects that the Genius Full Bottle has to offer with the build driver itself. So, I'll be back in a second. Okay everyone, I'm back, and here is the build driver itself. So, without further ado, let's listen to the last couple of sound effects that the DX Genius Full Bottle has to offer. But before I am quiet so you can hear all the new sound effects, as I always say in all my Kamen Rider Build and Kamen Rider X-Age toy reviews, as they say in Kamen Rider, henshin. And there we have the very cool henshin jingle for Kamen Rider Build's Genius form. So, when it comes to Kamen Rider Build's Genius form, there isn't just one finishing attack sound effect, there isn't just two finishing attack sound effects, I believe there's actually in fact 3 finisher attack sound effects if I'm not mistaken. So for the first finisher attack sound effect, I believe we need to turn the handle either once or twice. But anyway, I will be quiet so you can hear that first finisher attack sound effect. And there we have the genius attack sound effect. So if we turn the build driver's handle a couple more times, the genius full bottle should say other side or something like that, and then we will get the second finisher attack sound effect. So once again, I will be quiet so you can hear the sound effect. And there we have the genius break sound effect. So now if we just keep turning the build driver's handle, we should get the last finisher attack sound effect. And there is the genius finish sound effect. So that is all the sound effects that the genius full bottle has to offer just on its own, and also with the build driver. So that means it is time for the end of today's review video. So thank you everyone so much for watching today's review video. I hope you all have enjoyed today's video. Please feel free to leave a like, favourite, share, comment. Also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Also, all my social media links are linked in the description of the video. And remember, until next time, stay golden, stay frosty, and